Live from the Sky News Weather Centre, this is the 10-minute briefing.
You're live with us on Sky News Weather. A lot to get through this 10-minute briefing. I'm Samantha Keoghery, joined by our Chief Meteorologist, Tom Saunders.
And on the briefing today, the cold snap has arrived. It will intensify over the weekend. What areas will see snow? We're going to have all the details.
We'll be crossing live shortly to our Sky News Weather reporter, Shelley Lee. For the time being, take a look at these phenomenal images coming into us from this morning. This is Perisher, Tom.
Yeah, what a great start to the season it's turned into. We've had heavy falls overnight. Easily 20 centimetres has fallen in the past 24 hours. The weekly totals already above about a foot of snow, and even heavier falls are actually developed there over the next few hours. Another shot, this one from Mount Hotham overnight. A nice blanket of snow, so temperatures have dropped below freezing across the Alps. However, we should mention there is a severe weather warning in place for blizzard conditions. The snow that's falling is combining with gale force winds, and that will drop the visibility to dangerously low levels through the Alpine areas today.
More on the snow shortly, I should say. But let's focus in on the rainfall and the winds and what else we're seeing across southeastern Australia. A lot of people impacted by this system.
Certainly are. Widespread showers across South Australia. We had storms in the southeast district there yesterday. That's our front, that first band going across northeast Victoria there overnight. In behind it, though, there's still fairly widespread showers through southern Victoria. A little bit of few storms in the mix as well, and we've got showers through western and northern parts of Tasmania. Handy falls in the 24 hours to 9 a.m. We have picked up over 30 millimetres in Sheffield, northwest Tasmania. Cape Otway, you've had 23 millimetres of rain.
And we've also seen some windy conditions with this system. There are reports, in fact, this morning of minor tree damage in southeast parts of South Australia. The winds are picking up, the gusty, vigorous westerlies, you can see quite evidently there by those yellow and orange arrows, Tom.
Yeah, the strongest winds today will be along the Victorian coastline and in the southeast corner of New South Wales. Also widespread showers continuing over southeastern Australia today. Now, because we have some cold polar air over the top of us, there is the risk of hail and storms today over southern Victoria, southern South Australia, and also through parts of Tasmania.
And in terms of the warnings, now severe weather has eased from South Australia, where I did mention the windy conditions yesterday, but we still have warnings in place for Victoria and New South Wales.
Some of the heavier showers and storms along the Victorian coastline could bring gusts up to 100 kilometres per hour today. So it's not widespread gale force winds, just the odd damaging gusts. Melbourne's not included in the warning. Now, the Alpine area, the warning there is for damaging winds, but also for blizzard conditions. And there's also a warning for southeast New South Wales. It's not for Sydney. It kind of looks like it is there, but it's just south of Sydney through the Illawarra and the southern ranges of New South Wales. Gusts today possibly exceeding 100 kilometres per hour.
Looking ahead, Tom, more wet, windy and cold weather on the way this weekend.
It's not over yet, Sam. It's only just getting started, actually. We have a fairly slow-moving low-pressure system, and as a result, the widespread showers with storms and hail will continue on Saturday through southeastern Australia. Notice the orange arrows will still have potentially gale force winds through the Bass Strait area along the Victorian coastline. And on Sunday, even into early Monday, we still have fairly widespread showers over southeastern Australia. Let's talk about the snow because it will impact thousands of people this weekend. We're not just talking about the Alpine resorts. For them, great. They're getting some snow at the beginning of the season. Everyone loves to see that. But heavy snow developing down to low levels over the weekend. Down to, on Saturday night, 600 metres in Victoria. And Sunday morning, the snow level should be down to 700 metres for central and southern New South Wales. There's the snow forecast. The white shading shows the heavy falls. Now, Sam, there are so many towns in New South Wales that sit above that elevation. You've got Orange, Oberon, Katoomba, Lithgow, even Bathurst is at about 700 metres. Goulburn, about 700 metres. Cooma, Bombala, Nimrabul. I could go on. There's dozens of towns.
And there's a high chance I'll be seeing some flurries this weekend.
More than flurries for some, but yes, there's a high chance. Around the Oberon Plateau, we could see some pretty good falls. There is the possibility that roads will be closed because of the snow through this weekend.
Certainly a lot happening in the world of weather here in Australia. Stick with us. In 60 seconds, we are live to the New South Wales Alps.
In 1 hour, you and your family will be forced to flee your home. In 2 hours, in screaming crowds, you will lose your child. Just 1 minute, you can help, and we urgently need you to. Girls like Monica need you. She has seen horrors no child should see. Horrific screams haunt her. Escaping his living hell, Joseph lost his mother, lost grip of her hand. He's scared he'll never see her again. Please give $10 a month to help those who have lost everything. These families have done no wrong. When people have nowhere left to run, UNHCR protects them. When children feel no one cares, we help them. We make sure they get food, water, medical care. That can be the difference between life and death. Please call 1300 550 306 now. Give $10 a month to help those who've lost everything.
You're back with us live on the 10-minute briefing. Bucketing shower here in Adelaide. No surprise, we have widespread showers right now hitting southern Australia. Wintry-like setup.
And expect more of that over the next couple of days. Now, along the South Australian coastline and the Victorian coastline, over the next 3 days, we should see over 25 millimetres of rain, so good falls there. We should mention, though, for the Murray Basin, it's not the best weather system. The heavy falls are along the ranges and then towards the coast.
Yeah, so they're sort of missing out once again, unfortunately, especially for those drought-affected regions in New South Wales and Victoria. Okay, let's cross now live to our Sky News weather reporter, Shelley Lee, has been braving the cold, snowy weather this morning. Good morning to you once again, Shelley. Now, what are the chances of blizzards this afternoon? It's looking pretty snowy there.
Yeah, I'd say you're in for a pretty good chance of blizzards this afternoon. In fact, we're expecting blizzard conditions down to 1,500 metres across the New South Wales Alps today, Sam, and we do have those severe weather warnings in place for some very strong and damaging winds. Up on the peaks, gusts of around 125 kilometres per hour are part of the forecast, and we have seen very strong gusts overnight. Mount Buller in Victoria, 113 kilometres per hour, and also at the top station at Thredbo, we've seen a gust of 113 kilometres per hour overnight. However, the winds are really going to start to pick up during the afternoon and continue through to Saturday across the Australian slopes, and we have been seeing those winds picking up here where I am at Perisher over the course of the afternoon. We felt the cold change coming through overnight down at Jindabyne, and in the wake of that we're seeing these quite substantial falls coming through over the course of the day. Now, we saw 15 centimetres prior to dawn here at Perisher, and it's really been dumping down since. While down in Victoria, Falls Creek collected about 25 centimetres over the last 24 hours. They're also seeing strong winds, as I mentioned, that severe weather warning. Their gusts about 100 kilometres per hour. Now, we are experiencing some reduced visibility as a result of all of this snow, and conditions on the roads are becoming quite precarious as a result of it, and it's going to stay very cold, sub-zero temperatures across the slopes and the Alps of New South Wales and Victoria throughout the course of the weekend. In fact, temperatures are going to get even colder by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday. As I heard you mentioning a little earlier in the 10-minute briefing, we're expecting snow across parts of New South Wales, not just here on the slopes, but places like Orange and Goulburn and Katoomba. Likely to see that snow coming through on Sunday morning as this big mass of cold air moves over New South Wales and also up into Queensland. They've got a chilly start to next week.
Live there from Perisher, Shelley Lee, looking very snowy indeed. I must admit, I'm very jealous of everybody in the background there.
Yeah.
How's those lifts?
I think Shelley should put down the mic and put on the skis. Looks fantastic, doesn't it?
It does. Very jealous here at the Sky News Weather Studios in Sydney.
No, I'm happy to be here, right here with you, Sam. Okay, let's get to more weather now. What's coming up? We've got the weather forecast around the nation for today, don't we?
Yeah, we do. And Queensland's dry, the Sunshine State, living up to its name as usual. It's all I've been saying. My pick to the capital cities if you don't like cold weather.
Definitely, yeah, Brisbane. Although over the weekend they're going to get some cold weather as well, aren't they? Now for New South Wales, showers about the southern inland and the ranges. Snow above 1,000 metres today. A windy day over the south. There is a severe weather warning in place. Wollongong's included actually in that warning. Sydney just out of the warning, but definitely windy for Sydney. Showers across Victoria today. The risk of storms and hail for the southern and mountain districts. And we'll have snow falling above 900 metres by tonight. Severe weather warning for the west coast and the western south of Gippsland. Showers across Tasmania today with possible hail. The only dry area will be the central eastern part of the state. That includes Swansea. Showers through southern parts of South Australia with the risk of hail south of Adelaide and some storms along the southern coastline. Now, WA, we just have light showers near the coast between Bunbury and Esperance. Otherwise, it will be a dry day, and it is dry across the Northern Territory.
Stick with us. I'll be up live at around 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, tracking those temperatures, the radars, the winds. It's all happening across southeastern Australia. Tom and I will be up shortly for more of your local weather.